in and how you prep the guys to be ready to play, especially in a game where they fell behind 18 to Wyoming here at home, and now you're going to their place.
You know, this game, especially you talk about altitude, I mean, it obviously does affect you. And, you know, we do things at home with the beet juice. And our trainer, Sergio Ibarra, and our strength coach, Daniel Marshall, they get the guys ready to go. They get them hydrated. It really helps. But more than anything, at this time of the year, we played in enough altitude games to kind of know how your body's going to feel to get that second, third wind when you're out there. It's going to hit you hard at the beginning. You just got to fight through that initial kind of battle with your body to start. And, you know, we have a really good bench. You know, we're one of the deeper teams in our conference, and we're able to play 9, 10 guys on occasion. And we're going to need everybody to win there. And it's a game that we're not going to need to explain to our guys how good Wyoming is and how talented they are when they were down 18 at home versus them the first time around. And they can really score the ball. You know, the reason we won the game was our defensive intensity started to pick up. And we had to have a better flow offensively. You know, we got some good shots, but we never really got into a rhythm until our offense was created with our defensive, our steals, our block shots, and we were able to get out and run, and we got into a better flow and rhythm.
Coming up, playing two of the top teams in the conference, now playing one of the bottom tier. Is there a difference the way you guys coach or the way the players respond to what you're doing in this situation?
No, I don't think so at all. I think that's part of the consistency of the San Diego State basketball program. It doesn't matter who you play. And that goes for non-conference, conference. We prepare the same way. We watch just the same amount of film no matter who we're going to play. And they have a talented team with a coach who has kept the team continuing to fight and play together this entire season in a year that they haven't won as many games as they wanted. But Coach Sundance Wicks has done a great job just making sure the guys continue to play the right way, play hard, compete for one another. And it's going to be a challenge when we go up to Laramie on Saturday.
Miles was just here talking about how, I don't know if you heard him, he just said, I will not go to football. I either come back here or I'm going to entertain you. How does that make you feel when you're a kid this time of year to say that?
I get the chills. I mean, that's what you want to hear. That's what college basketball is supposed to be about. You know, from the moment we started recruiting Miles, we've been honest. We've had a great relationship with him, his family, all the coaches, and that type of mindset for us moving forward, and even for the other guys, it should help some of the other guys that are going to have to make that decision. And that's what the San Diego State basketball program has been built on. We were in the transfers long before the transfer portal was around. But this program has been built on guys like Miles Byrd, who will now be going into his next year, if he doesn't go to the NBA draft, to going into his fourth year in this program. And for us as coaches, it's so helpful when you do bring in those new transfers or the freshman comes in and you could have Miles kind of explain, but also be the example on the floor of how to do it and what we're doing and why we're doing things. And it's so helpful when it's more player-driven than coach-driven. And so for Miles to say that, it does mean a lot to me. It means a lot to our staff. It means a lot to this program. And at the end of the day, it means a lot to the university to have one of the best players in the country saying, if I don't go to the NBA draft, I'm coming back to San Diego State.
I know you're going to help me on this, Richard. What's the stat about Dave? 300 wins.
300 wins as assistant coach.
300 wins as assistant coach. Is that more than? Huh? Is that more than anybody in the country?
I can't say that.
You think it is? I mean, 301 wins as a coach. Just what does that mean to you? And
well, to me, the first thing is obviously the players and the great players that we've had. I think it's 12 years, and to win that many games, it's a special place. And again, this is exactly where I want to be. This is where I went to school. And the players that have come through here are always first and foremost when you think about those wins. But second, the first thing that comes to mind is loyalty. Loyalty from Coach Fisher, from when I graduated and the first time he had a spot open up on his staff to bring me back down here. And to now be on staff since 2007, 12th year now as a full-time assistant, and just the loyalty from Coach Dutcher. And it's so much more than just a job. It's family. Coach Dutcher and Coach Fisher, I could not be any more closer to anybody outside my family than I am with those two. And so many of the former guys and our current guys, it's like Coach Dutcher has said a million times. So many people preach culture and family. We live it every single day. And I'm the lucky one. And I feel like I'm the most blessed coach in the country to have this opportunity to still be here, to continue to try to win, hopefully another 300 games on the San Diego State bench. And, it's a special place to be, and I'm lucky to be here.
Last thing for me, in terms of the Wyoming game, when you look back at that tape and you look at how you fell behind by 18, what happened? What are some things that are
I think for us, right now we're playing with the level of urgency. You could even use the word desperation at times when we got down against them. We got down against San Jose. We need to have that intensity that we started the other night versus New Mexico. We need that intensity from the beginning. And Wyoming did a really good job of taking advantage of our mistakes. And we have to have fewer mistakes defensively where they can't get that big lead. And like I said, offensively, we have to get into some type of rhythm and flow offensively without our offense always having to be created by our defense. Even though that's the staple of who we are, we have to get into a better half-court rhythm. And I think there's things that we've grown since we even played them. I think our offense we're starting to learn each other a lot better, know when a guy's going to drive, when he's going to kick. And then obviously our ability we're starting to offensive rebound the ball a little bit better, and we're making shots. And so, again, it's both sides of the ball, but the level of urgency we have to play with to start the game, it has to be at a premium on Saturday to win the game.
Any updates on Magoon?
No updates on Magoon so far. Still day-to-day. He's just starting to get kind of going a little bit more. He's with our trainer Sdsu every single day, just trying to get back and to see where he's at. But again, it's just day-to-day, and we know he's working hard behind the scenes to try to get back on the floor as soon as he can.